This is Adam Taxon, main administrator for the Daily Beck Facebook page, which is independent of Glenn Beck and GBTV, with a story that inevitably the so-called mainstream media will not pick up and the GOP establishment will not pick up, but I think is important, even though Ron Paul was not who I voted for in the Pennsylvania primary. I think it's a disgrace that he's being ignored. And his followers and his message are being ignored. So I am doing my part, even though, again, I didn't vote for him, but I think one should be fair if one is a member of the media, modern media, old style media. Anyhow, here's the story, which I found at runronpaul.com, and it is Ron Paul spokesman, candidate unlikely to ever endorse Romney. You might as well go to Run Ron Paul for it, but just some highlights. And again, I mentioned this because Glenn Beck was talking about it on the show yesterday, somewhat mockingly but somewhat supportively of Rand Paul, if not Ron Paul. Anyhow, what it says is presidential candidate Ron Paul is not expected to ultimately endorse presumptive GOP nominee Mitt Romney, blah, blah, blah. And this was Paul's chief strategist saying it on Tuesday, actually. Wow, 2 days till I got to this. And Jesse Benton said, never say never, but I don't believe that's likely. He also mentioned that Paul is remaining in the race in an effort to collect delegates to the Republican National Convention, but he's not going to endorse Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson, and I guess not Barack Obama either, because he's not going to endorse anyone outside the Republican Party, unless his supporters are treated badly, which that's a pretty big caveat given the way his supporters have been treated. So there you go. I'm just doing my part to do my part for the democratic process, as I would for any major candidate who is not getting the coverage he deserves. And you can sign up for the Daily Beck on Facebook, or you can sign up for my YouTube channel, which is not primarily about Ron Paul, but it's ATAXIN, and I'm trying to cover the stories that others are not doing a good job of covering.